quick question before we start. How many of you are using the iPhone 16s? Would you mind to raise your hands? What about the 15s? And how many of you are still holding on to your iPhone 10s? Interesting. Have you ever caught yourself wondering that if I just had the newest iPhone, I'll be more productive, more organized, and even smarter? We all fall for it. The belief that better stuff will somehow unlock a better version of ourselves. And sport gear is no different. High-end sneakers, ultralight rackets, and $500 yoga mats? They whisper, buy me and you become faster, stronger, better. But here's the real question. Does better equipment actually improve our performances as average, non-professional athletes? Or are we just really good at convincing ourselves that we need it? I've been thinking about this a lot recently, not just because I'm a student with simple shopping addiction, but I actually play a wide range of sports. I'm not a pro, but I train and compete in volleyball, badminton, track and field, and a lot more. And every time when I lose, I often wonder, was it me? Or was it the equipment? For starters, equipment does make a difference, especially for the professional athletes. Please take a look at these dissected shoes called the Vaporflies. These shoes are packed with carbon fiber plates and high-tech foam that literally bounces you forward with every step. According to a study done by the Cornell University, they reduces runners' marathon times by 3.9 minutes. It might seem like a small number, but in the world of marathon, it's like cutting a whole hour off the puberty talk from your parents. That's huge. Or let's take a look at a picture of men's 50-meter freestyle finals in the Olympic trials. In 2008, Speedo released the LZR racer suits that help swimmers glide through water with less drag. A year and a half after these suits were created, 140 world records were created by swimmers wearing the suits. This shows that equipment does make a difference for the professional athletes. Inspired by all of this, I decided to do an experiment about it. It was a simple jumping test. Well, you see, in volleyball, jump height is basically everything. Do you want to spike like a beast, block like a wall, serve like a cannon? Well, you need airtime. So I asked myself, what if the right shoes could help me to jump higher? I grabbed 2 pairs of shoes and put them to the test. The ASICS Elite FF3s were professional volleyball shoes that many greats wore in the Olympics. And the other shoes were just simple, basic sneakers from the back of my closet. So here's what I did. I stuck colored sticky notes on a glass to mark how high I could reach with each pair. Like this. Very simple jumping test. So, first off, the Sky Elite FF3. These shoes felt amazing. Bouncy, springy takeoff, landing feels like landing on a cushion. I felt like I could dunk on Shaq. Then, I switched to the basic sneaker. Instantly, I could feel the difference. Landing felt like stepping on Lego pieces. Trust me, if you have ever experienced both of these shoes, you will get rid of the cheapest one immediately. Kobe! So, this was the result. The yellow sticky notes were the ones I replaced with the professional volleyball shoes. The green ones were replaced with the basic sneakers. Turns out, the better equipment didn't make me so much better after all. Very disappointing for my wallet. Well, my mom's. Until today, I still haven't had the nerve to tell her that the result is $400 for 1 centimeter. Sorry, Mom. But wait, it gets more interesting. Study shows that sometimes it's not about the gear. It's about what we think the gear does. Take golfers, for example. In one study, roughly 200 students were handed with the same exact putter and asked to hit a ball from various distances. Half were told that they were using a professional premium Nike club, while the other half were told that they were using a basic club. Turns out, the students thought that they were using the premium club performed 20% better than a student using the basic club. This is called the placebo effect. It's when your brain thinks, we've got the professional gear, so obviously we're professional now. Confidence can help you play better, but at some point, confidence needs backup with two things. First, practice. Practice makes perfect. When I first started volleyball, my spikes were tragic. I could jump high, but my timing was always off. I'd either hit the ball too early, sending it straight into the net, or too late, watching it fly out of the court. I spent months of practice, missed hundreds of spikes, and finally got the timing right. Couldn't have done this without practice. The second key is mindset. Legendary tennis coach and player Billie Jean King have once said, champions keep playing until they get it right. If you spend half of your time scrolling through Instagram posts on actual practice, you will get a lot better. But wait, are we being too harsh on equipment? Let's be fair. Equipment does have its place. Suitable equipment can prevent you from injuries, improve comfort, and even help you enjoy the game more. But the problem starts when we rely too much on the gears and choose the wrong gear. Now, I hear some of you thinking, but I don't play sport. Why does this matter to me? Well, here's the thing. It's not about the gears or sports. It's about a bigger lesson we all face in life. You don't need the best equipment to help you start being good at something. Whether it's running, cooking, or even learning an instrument, you don't need the latest MacBook to help you write better essays, no matter what you tell your parents. So, does better equipment help? Sure, a little. But for all athletes, performance comes down to the basics: practice and mindset. The gear? It's just there to make you look cool on Instagram posts. So please always remember, gear helps, but you make the magic. Thank you.